Dreams do not have a filter that your normal, polite, waking self puts up.
Welcome to the hidden meaning of dreams with Sweet Georgia Pam.
It does matter what the dreamer themselves associates with those things that come up in the dream.
Spiritual director, dream expert, author, and educator, Sweet Georgia Pam is here to remind us that dreams are the answer. They're always with you. They know you better than you know yourself, and they're always trying to tell you the truth.
There's some back and forth here between you and some awareness.
And now your host, Melissa Carter.
SweetGeorgiaPam.com is the website. So you can find all kinds of stuff there about Pam. You can see her newsletter, sign up for her newsletter. You can get a free guide called 6 Nights to Better Dream Recall. You can set up a private session with Pam about your dreams. I mean, that's the place to go, SweetGeorgiaPam.com. She's also on the social medias, Sweet Georgia Pam. How are you, love?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I was so excited when I found this. Thank you to Melissa McCarthy and her husband, Ben Falcone, for posting this. This is something we've all been through where we have a dream that our loved one is cheating and we wake up pissed off about it. And so this, if you missed this, this is her husband filming her being angry about a dream she had.
So tell me about the dream.
Well, I had the one and only recurring dream I ever have last night. And it's we're at the house where everybody's there, all of our closest friends are there. Laughter, I can tell everybody's having a good time. And I walk outside and there's Diane sitting on your lap.
Diane meaning the girlfriend that I seem to have in your recurring dream.
She's always the one that you're dating in my recurring nightmare. I think, not dream. And then I come out and I start crying and freaking out because I'm heartbroken because Diane's sitting on your lap again. And all our friends go, see how you're freaking out? But Diane doesn't do that. Diane's just having a good time. That's what Ben's with Diane.
Well, is the Big Nose Kate helping?
Yes, the Big Nose Kate is helping. And I'm just glad it's not called Big Nose Diane.
I have done this. Where I have been mad at people in the morning from something I dreamt, and they're caught off guard because they're like, I didn't do it, but it feels so real when it happens.
Why are you mad at me? Right. Oh, it's such a. I'm with you. I'm so happy that they posted it for us to see and hear and get a glimpse of like normalcy because yes, this is such a normal experience.
It's as if Melissa knew. Thank you, Melissa. She will know about us before this is over with.
I'm even like nervous because I'm talking to Melissa McCarthy here, which, I'm not actually. I'm talking to my best friend, Melissa.
That's right. The other Melissa.
Regular conversations. It's really cool. Be chill, man. Because it's something I love because it's talking about dreams too. Okay. So there's a couple of things here. So the first is, emotionally waking up when you're being angry at your significant other because you've dreamt of something that they have done. So the interpretation here is, first of all, it's possible that they did something that was very slight recently in waking life that triggered enough of your but you didn't say anything because it really wasn't a big deal, and logically that nothing's going on.
So what you're saying is like Melissa may have had a brief thought or concern that she blew off, but it's manifested in this dream.
Yes. And sometimes in waking life that shows up as like, we just laughed it off. I pointed it out to him. We laughed it off. It was no big deal. I went to bed. And then it might even be a few days later or a few nights later that dream takes place, because what happens is our dreams contextualize our emotions, but sometimes it takes a little while for the dreams to have enough emotional content of that same emotion to really get enough weight to produce an actual dream. It could have been that there was something a couple of days ago that happened that was not a big deal, but it actually, some part of you didn't get finished expressing the emotion that it brought up for you. And so it can trigger this type of dream. Mm-hmm. So that's one idea to look at, is like, was there something that happened recently that I just wasn't honest about? And I need to just say, like, actually, this is the thing that bothered me. And I recognize it's not a big deal, but it's still FYI, bothered me. If that doesn't resonate, then the other possibility is that some other relationship in your life that doesn't have to be with your intimate partner. It can be with because intimacy in a dream is intimacy anywhere in your waking life.
Right.
Okay? Any form of intimacy. So
that's why, well, and this is a different topic for a different time, but that's why sometimes other relationships can turn sexual in a dream that was never intended to be sexual, and it's weird, but it's because intimacy is intimacy, right?
Right. Your dreaming mind pulls up the easiest form, right?
Especially in puberty, when you start dreaming about people like, no, I don't want to dream about mom or dad or my, teacher or my preacher or whoever that was. Anyway, sorry.
Those are the dreams that people will never let out of the vault. They do not want to talk about those dreams. So I totally get. But you're right. Intimacy it shows up as a form of physical intimacy in dreams a lot of the times. But this was jealousy. This particular example was jealousy, not necessarily intimacy. So it might be that there's another relationship that is either you're picking up on somebody's jealousy, or you are feeling jealous towards, somebody that you admire, or, a work relationship, or even a sibling relationship, or whatever it might happen to be, that your dreaming mind is pulling your spouse in as a stand-in so that you can fully experience that jealousy emotion and let it move through your body. Those are kind of the two main ways that might show up in a dream. But I just kind of want to talk for a second about the other details that are shared in this dream, because I think they're kind of specific. A lot of times jealousy dreams don't have this particular set of details to them. What Melissa, my new best friend, Melissa McCarthy, said is that everything was going fine inside the house. And it was a party and everybody was having a good time and there was lots of laughter. And then she goes outside of the house and finds that her significant other is dating Diane, who we learn is this new regular occurring character. Okay. So we've got a recurring dream. It shows up when Melissa exits the house. Anything that happens inside of a house in dreams can symbolize stuff going on internally for you. Anything that happens externally outside of the house can symbolize something that goes on outside of you in real life, right? So that sort of leads me to think that something in waking life outside of externally has triggered this dream. So it's not everything's going fine internally, happy party on the inside.
Yeah.
Stepping outside and something shifts. And all of a sudden, this she said she was freaking out. She said she was crying hysterically. And her friends came out and said, well, Diane's not doing that. She's chill. How come you can't be chill? So to me, this is signifying that there's something external that has triggered this response in me. And I am shaming myself in saying I shouldn't be responding that way. So there's a better version. In dreams, it might be true that all of the characters are aspects of myself. So Diane might be an aspect of Melissa that is the better version, or the more chill, or the more cool aspect of herself. And she might be projecting that she should be behaving one way when she's really behaving another. What I also find interesting is that this is about her relationship with her husband. And nope, I don't want to go there. I don't think I want to go there.
If Melissa McCarthy was listening to this, she'd be like, wait. Well, that's where you can go to sweetgeorgiapam.com and set up a one-on-one session if you need to know more about what she's talking about with you and your husband.
Dreams go really deep. They have the potential to really dig up some stuff for us, right? So it's true with every dream I work that dreams are from you and to you and for you. So you are the best interpreter of what resonates. I'm stepping into your dream as if it were my own,
right,
and telling you what I would project into that, what would come up for me if it were my dream. So not saying I know better than anybody what their dream is trying to tell them.
I think
I'm trying to explain how the dreaming mind tends to work.
Right. Well, that's the kind of the point of the podcast, is for people to use their dreams in a different way. It is entertaining. I find dreams incredibly entertaining, but at the same time, they can also be helpful. Right. And also, I told Pam this off air, like during the holidays, myself and another friend, and, we had a friend and I both had some things that happened during the holidays that we would not have chosen for ourselves. Mine was more nothing about me internally. It's all external. It's house stuff, illness stuff, where hers was some relationship stuff. And anyway, we basically, our theme was, we got to get our shit together. We got to get our shit together. And so dreams can help you get your shit together. SweetGeorgiaPam.com is the website.
That'll be the title of my next book.
So you can get a free guide called 6 Nights to Better Dream Recall there if you are having a hard time recalling your dreams and want to participate in all this and want to do work with your dreams. You can also reach out to her on social media, Sweet Georgia Pam. Until next time, my friend, thank you so much.
Yeah, all right. Sweet dreams, everybody.
The content in this podcast is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Pam Muller is not a licensed mental health professional. If you or someone you know suffers from severe, persistent nightmares, please seek medical help.